The arrival of Musa, Alaihis Salam, a tale of birth and struggle. A long time ago, in an age drowned in darkness and injustice, a child was born who would one day rise as one of Allah's greatest prophets. His name was Musa, Alaihis Salam, peace be upon him. But his birth was no ordinary event. It was surrounded by fear, tyranny, and the miraculous protection of Allah. Today, let me tell you the deeply moving and divine story of the birth and difficult childhood of Prophet Musa, alayhi salam, a story that can melt even the hardest of hearts. A ruthless kingdom and a terrifying decree. Pharaoh, the arrogant king of Egypt, declared himself to be the Lord of mankind. One day, he heard a prophecy. A boy will be born among the Israelites who will bring down your kingdom. Terrified by this message, Pharaoh issued a monstrous order. Every male child born to the Israelites must be killed. The land of Egypt filled with cries of sorrow. Mothers clutched their wombs in fear, not knowing whether their babies would survive. A mother's tears and a newborn's cry. In this dark hour, a child was born, Musa, alayhi salam. His mother, a righteous woman, tried to hide him with all her strength. Day and night she silenced his cries, terrified that Pharaoh's soldiers might hear him. But how long can a baby be hidden? At this moment of fear, Allah inspired her heart with these comforting words. Place him in a basket and cast it into the river. Do not fear and do not grieve. We will return him to you and make him one of the messengers. Surah Al-Qasas 7. The river of trust and divine care. With trembling hands and a heart full of faith, she placed her newborn in a small basket and set it afloat on the Nile River. Tears streamed down her face, but her heart trusted Allah's promise. The basket drifted slowly, carried by the will of Allah. A baby in Pharaoh's palace. Now came the miracle. Where did the basket stop? Right at the palace of Pharaoh. His soldiers picked up the basket and were surprised to find a beautiful, innocent baby inside. Pharaoh's wife, Asiya, a noble believer, was struck with love at first sight. She said to Pharaoh, "Do not kill him. Perhaps he may benefit us, or we may adopt him as a son." Surah Al-Qasas 9. And thus, by the wisdom of Allah, Pharaoh unknowingly brought into his own palace the very child he feared. A baby refused milk from every nurse. Many women came to try, but he would not feed from any of them. At that moment, Musa's sister, secretly watching, said, "Shall I tell you about a woman who can nurse him for you?" They agreed, and she brought Musa's own mother. In this miraculous way, Allah returned the child to his mother, just as he promised. Divine upbringing in the house of the enemy. Musa, alayhi salam, was now raised in the palace of Pharaoh, surrounded by wealth and power, yet protected by Allah's mercy. He grew in strength, wisdom, and kindness. The very child Pharaoh feared was now growing up right under his roof. A child who could see injustice. Pharaoh's kingdom was a place of oppression. The Israelites were treated like slaves, humiliated and crushed by unbearable labor. But Musa alayhi salam, even as a child, showed signs of truth and justice. He stood up for the weak. His eyes could not bear injustice. Even then, he was being prepared by Allah for the mighty mission ahead. Lessons from the birth of a prophet. The story of Musa alayhi salam's birth teaches us no one can harm you when Allah protects you. Even if the world plans your destruction, Allah can raise you to greatness. A mother's prayer and trust in Allah can change destiny. Let us take this light into our lives. Let us never lose hope. Even in the darkest times, if we walk the path of faith, Allah will always light the way. This was the story of the miraculous birth and childhood of Musa, alayhi salam. If it touched your heart, don't keep it to yourself. Share the light with others. Because when the light of Allah spreads, hearts change and mercy descends. A simple like, share, or subscribe might seem small to you, but if it helps guide even one heart towards the light of Islam, you become a part of an everlasting sadaqah jariyah, a reward that flows endlessly, bringing peace not just in this world, but tears of joy in the hereafter.